Hello everyone, we're back again for another Wine Wednesday. We thought we would take advantage of the beautiful weather, and we're excited and hopeful that we will be able to open our patios up next Friday. So bear with us, we're waiting for the green light, eagerly awaiting. As you can see, the patio is set up and ready to go. Unfortunately, we can't use it yet, but we're hoping that we'll get the green light this Friday. So I thought that to welcome you back and to let you know kind of what we're doing in terms of the wine program this year. This is our lineup of wines by the glass. So it looks like a lot, but it kind of covers all the bases and everything that you'd be looking for in a wine program. So I'll just go through the wines, and we'll start with the Pinot Grigio. So our light, friendly, fresh, crisp Pinot Grigio from Veneto. Very similar to what we had last year, but great brand. I've tried it myself. It is absolutely delicious. Really great with your fried foods, really good with cured meat. So this is kind of your go-to patio wine here. So second up is actually a new wine that we have this year. It's the Rockaway Vineyards Riesling. I actually have it right here. And we just decided to put this on the glass today. So this is your off-dry option of all the wines. So all of the wines are dry besides this one. So this is your off-dry option. So when you're eating spicy foods, you really want something with a little bit of sweetness to kind of cut that spice. If you have something that is high alcohol and dry, like the Chardonnay or the Sauvignon Blanc, it's really going to just make the food spicier and make the wine kind of hot and unbalanced. So you don't want to do that. So this is your wine that you want to eat with some spicy foods. It's delicious. And then we have the Map Maker Sauvignon Blanc. So a lot of you will know this from the takeout program. It's selling very well, so thank you for your support there. So this is your aromatic Marlborough New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Delicious, full of flavor, great for the patio, great with anything, with any kind of fruit component, like a pineapple salsa on a salmon, something like that, will go excellent with this wine. Our Hess Chardonnay, so this is the Suretail Chardonnay. It has a little bit of oak on it. It is what we had last season as well. Delicious wine, will go really nice with your kind of buttery, creamy sauces. Just goes really well with food. It's going to stand up to pretty much anything you put it with. Chicken, pork, goes really well with salmon, goes really well with any kind of fatty fish. So this is, again, what we had last year, but also a delicious wine. So new this year, we decided to mix up the rosé. So last year we had a Languedoc-Roussillon rosé. Great wine, no complaints about it, but you know, I've been saying in all my videos how good Provence rosé is, so I thought I couldn't not have it by the glass. So this is a rosé. It is straight from Provence. It is delicious. It is dry, so a lot of people, you know, as I said in my rosé video, some people think rosé is a little bit sweet. It is not. It's completely dry. Lots of, you know, those strawberry notes that you really want out of a rosé. A little bit of kind of tannic structure from the contact with the skins. Really awesome patio wine, just delicious, nice and soft, nice and beautiful. So that's our kind of white and rosé selection here, great for the patio. So moving to our red selection, you'll see there's a couple more than the whites. There's just more varietals, and I wanted to kind of represent more countries than we had last year on the list. So I felt like there was a couple wines that were from California, a lot more wines that were from California than anything else. So this year we have we're representing New Zealand. We do have some California in here, and then we have Argentina, we have Australia, Italy, and then we have Spain and a little bit more California. So still a little bit California heavy because we know you love it, but representing some more countries here. So the Pinot Noir is Map Maker Pinot Noir, again, selling very well on the takeout, so thank you for that. So this is from New Zealand. So the thing I love about New Zealand Pinot Noir is that it's kind of your in-between Pinot. So you have your California Pinot, which is a little heavier, very fruity, and then you have, for example, your Burgundy or your Oregon Pinots, which are very light, very elegant, more focused on the spice. So I always find New Zealand is right in the middle. It's still fruity, but it is still elegant, goes excellent with anything, with mushroom spiciness, will go great with the charcuterie board as well. So that's our Pinot Noir. We have a California Merlot, of course, nice and fruity, soft Merlot. You know, there's some kind of misconception that Merlot is, you know, the movie that came out years ago where they kind of knocked Merlot. Not true. Merlot is beautiful. It's soft and fruity, and it really is an easy drinking wine, but also great with food. So it's going to stand up to your red meats and go with that, but it's also going to go with, you know, your lighter proteins like your chicken and pork. So just a really versatile, beautiful wine. So don't knock it. And then we have the Malbec, which we had last year. So this is your kind of fruity, a little bit of smokiness to it from Argentina. Goes really well with, honestly, a variety of things as well. Goes well with your heavy proteins, but also your lighter. So versatile wine there. Then we have our Shiraz, so the Shingleback Shiraz. I actually did I did a comparison of this Shiraz with a French Syrah, if you remember that. So you can look back to the video for kind of the tasting notes on this. But this is everything you're looking for in your Australian Shiraz. So spicy, dark fruits, lots of flavor, lots of tannin. This is definitely something you're going to want to eat with your lamb chops, anything grilled. It's going to go really great with that. And then our Supremo, which is one of our favorites, one of our top selling wines. So this is a baby Super Tuscan. We call that because it doesn't have Super Tuscan status. It is technically just a Rosso IGT, which is a red table wine in Italy. But it's amazing. It really does rival Super Tuscans. It you know, has a ton of flavor, tannin, goes really well with your red meats. I would honestly put this more with something like a ragu, or goes really well with pasta and pizza with those tomato flavors, because it has some Sangiovese in it, so you're going to get some of that through this wine. The Silver Trail is our Cabernet from California. So our typical cab, it is delicious. It's, you know, everything you want in your cab. You have all that fruit forward, full flavor, and then you also have your tannic structure to allow it to go with kind of your steaks and red meat there. So that's our representation of our California cab. And then the last two that I have here are wines that we added this year. So this is just trying to expand the kind of wine program a little more. So we have a Rioja here. So any Rioja lovers out there, you'll definitely love this one. It is a Crianza, so it does have two years of aging. And this is your, you know, your old world wine. If you don't really want a fruit bomb, if you don't want something that is just kind of all fruit or really fruit forward, this is kind of the wine along with the Supremo. If you want something a little drier, a little more complex, will also go really well with your tomato sauces. Paella is a perfect pairing for this wine. It's a classical regional pairing with this wine. So anything full flavor will go great with this wine. And then last but not least, we have our old Vine Zinfandel, gnarled Vine Zinfandel. So this is from Lodi, one of the best regions to get Zinfandel in the world. This is your very traditional, very typical fruit bomb, jammy, lots of fruit, but also some smoke. So this is what you want to eat with barbecue. So you want to eat this with ribs, anything with kind of that barbecue sauce, because it does have a little bit of perceived sweetness. Technically it's dry, but because of all the fruit, it kind of comes across as sweet. So it really balances out a barbecue sauce well, whereas some of the other wines really won't stand up to it because they don't have enough fruit flavor. So this is a great addition, and hopefully will be great for the patio when we can open. So that's our house wine program for the year, and we'll see you again next week for another Wine Wednesday.